guys, today I'm going to demonstrate the technique with 12 forms. This is where I deep clean the cuticles, leaving the surface very smooth. I use my own cuticle removal from my own brand. So I open very well the cuticle pocket, making sure everything is soft and clean underneath the cuticle. Today I'm going to show you how to do extensions with 12 forms. And what's important is I'm going to use a fiber gel. This is a builder gel made with pieces of fiber. You can extend it in many different ways. It's perfect for weak nails, damaged nails, nails who are broken. The fiber does its thing. So I'm going to go back to the cuticle, make sure I remove every dead cell left. I am using cuticle nippers here, but you can also use scissors, depending on what you like. I'm going to continue with the most important part, which is the prep. I am going to file the nail with 240 grit. File. We make sure we don't damage the nail, so we go very lightly, putting just a tiny bit of pressure, not too much, just to remove the shiny parts of the nail and making sure the surface is dry so the gel can stick properly. I love a good dehydrator, so I use alcohol, which is perfect for everything. So I dehydrate the nail with alcohol and I continue with the primers. I am using a acid primer as well a bond primer, which is perfect for damaged nails. Her nails were a bit thin at that point, so I did use a bond primer. So this is my rubber base coat from my own brand, and it's a perfect consistency. So it's not too thick, it's not too thin, it doesn't fall on the sides, but depends of course how you apply it. You can find this on my website along with the other gels. So we're going to talk a bit about the dual forms. I use a dual form extension here. I do use the full cover. I like the high nail bed, which I put the dual form to the middle of the nail, so it makes it stand more and give a bit more basement. And how to measure dual forms? Of course, you have to measure from the free edge, the corner of the side wall, to the other one. So the dual form has to fit in the corners. So perfect, we continue the fiber gel. This is our fiber gel. I'm going to show you how it looks from near. All the pieces of fiber, you can see them clearly. So you can use it with forms, tips or dual forms, whatever you like. But there is a thing, when you use it in dual forms, you have to apply it very thinly, since the fiber gel it's already strong in its own, and if you have too much excess of the gel, it can fall underneath the nail, which is not good. So you're going to apply very thinly just to create a very thin base for the gel. So you fill in all the gaps and all the sides of the dual form very slightly, making the shape that you want. Of course, we're going to file the shape and give a proper shape, but you continue with spreading the gel around. I use a mini lamp to dry the gel, and I flip it on the other side to make sure the gel is dried and not falling on the side. The surface has to be flat, and I fixed everything was need to be fixed with a brush. I dried for a couple of seconds. Before drying in a LED lamp, I remove the dual form, and I use a pinching tool to pinch it so it can give a nice C-curve shape. The nail is quite thin, so don't be scared to file it off. We have to give it nice shapes. My client didn't like the C-curve, so she's like, I want it flat. So yeah, I tried to make it a bit more thinner. And yeah, we went flat because it was more easy to use, apparently, from her. And there you go. I tried to make it a bit more thinner. And a file on top, make it a bit tiny bit flat. So I'm going to put a cover hard gel, which is going to be a pink cover. for French, perfect. And yeah, I have to make it a bit more flat, so we file off a bit more, but very slightly, not too much. So when we put the hard gel, we don't want to have any lines or harshness of the gel, so we use a buffer, is 180 grit, and we make sure to buff it very well, so we remove all the lines remaining. There are so many different techniques. This is one of them. I use rubbing alcohol here to remove every dust inside. So this is my builder gel. It's called Candy Love, and it's such a sweet color, perfect for French. As you see, it's translucent a bit, but not too much translucent, and it's pigment as well, which sometimes I don't like it too transparently, which this kind of cover, it does cover every line or everything that you might have, or any impurities you might have underneath a nail or an infill. So yeah, I chose this color especially for that, which I love it. So I work with builder gel here to fill up the nail, not too much gel, but you have to have a thickness where the nail doesn't break, so it's stronger as well, and in apex, of course. So this is where I shape it. We have to make sure the surface is so soft and smooth. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can write down in the comments, or anything else that you'd like me to do. So this is how the color looks. It's so sweet. And these are the results. Please let me know for anything you'd like to know in the future. Thank you.